This is DNN. Definitely not news, and thankfully, not the Disney News Network, because there's no mouse in my house. I'd like to say thank you very much for friends of mine like polerix and jaspertine for making music for me to use, because I don't know what I'm doing. So if you guys want to take a look at the links in the description, you can take a look at other stuff that they're doing, if you want to. I suggest it because it's interesting. And it's something to do while we're waiting for stuff to happen outside. Anyway, who wants to go on and find some interesting stories that are mostly even true? I'll take that as a yes. Drive-in movies see massive resurgence during quarantine. I suppose that's better than nothing, but how do you watch a drive-in movie during daylight? Seriously. Also, I don't have a car, so... Oh, I just can't go. The Pope gives aid to transgender prostitutes with no customers. Did they just say aid like assistance or AIDS like a disease? So does that mean he's being their customer? Thought he wasn't supposed to. Oh well. UK police are looking for a person dressed as a 17th century plague doctor. And how do they know it's not SCP-049? If it is, they should probably stay away from him. If you don't know what I'm looking at when I'm talking about that, go look it up. You'll see. Not somebody you want to meet. Ohio protester confronts a masked reporter. You're terrifying the general public. So, a heavily armed man with guns is screaming at a man who's wearing a mask and holding a microphone that he's scared of him. Oh boy. Maybe he needs to put down the gun, take up a blanket, and go back to bed. Oklahoma wants to bring back wrestling with MMA fights alongside with fans in attendance. Alright, I guess, but how do you wrestle from 2 meters away? You have broomsticks attached to each other? Is it like shadow boxing? Oh. A Russian airline is delivering meals to grounded travelers nostalgic for in-flight food. Remember food poisoning? I miss it. Scientists has discovered how to convert human waste into bricks. So he's literally shitting bricks. But honestly, I don't want to be in a house like that because that might smell terrible when it starts to outgas. Look at Earth ships. Even the tires are pretty nasty, so wrap bricks. Okay, last one. I think that would be a really crappy house. Alligator sighting in Brampton Pond turned out to be a beaver, according to police. First of all, how do you make that mistake? Because beavers don't look a thing like alligators. Second of all, since they are lizards and otherwise cold-blooded, how would you expect one to live in water that is so cold? Wouldn't it just die? Anywho, these have been all of the headlines I could find for now that are ridiculous, and most of them are even true. So, where was I lying? Can you figure it out without bothering with a search engine? I'll be impressed if you can. Leave it in the comments, and I'll enter you into a monthly draw that will probably win you something. Anyone else really want this quarantine thing to be over. Anyway, thank you for watching.